We're here at Gehman's.
Yep,
Gehman Iron, and Josh is going to tell us a little bit about their business and maybe how long they've been here and how many people are here, what they're doing today, and that kind of thing. So go ahead, Josh. I'll follow you.
All right, so we have our offices here, and Brandon's sitting here. He's our general manager. Mike Ollies is a project manager. And then we have our office manager, Sarah Altman, back over here. If you can swing that around, maybe you can see her. So we've been here since 1976, family-run business. My dad had it before me, and really just started taking care of the farming community. And we steadily progressed and growed into CNC equipment and structural steel. We do a lot of ornamental railings, spiral staircases. Our customers range from Joe Farmer still in the valley to military and everyone in between. So we work for a lot of industry up and down the valley. Electrocord, what used to be Metamora, it's changed hands several times, company ownership, but still working for all those guys. So if you want to come on out, we'll give you a quick tour.
Okay, thanks.
We have 17 guys that work for us presently. We've been as high as 20, and you know, not really any lower than 15, 14, somewhere in there. Are pretty steady, pretty fortunate. We're very diverse, so jack of all, master of none, that fits us to a T. Okay,
and I know that you did a fabricated railing for the library stairwell during our renovation.
Yep, yes we did. So, handicap railing or something out back, that was us.
Something, yes. Yep. Okay. So what are they working on over there today?
So we've got an order with a construction company down in the middle of the state of Pennsylvania. And these are skids, and they are 10 by 10 by 52 long. They actually end up in the hands of Merck Pharmaceuticals. So we built, this will be number 3 now. Yeah.
So they will be shipped where?
They get shipped to our customer's name is McCrossin, and then they outfit them, and then with whatever they do, it's kind of proprietary because they're prototypes. So we don't really know what they do with them there.
Okay.
From here we take them and paint them, and then they actually fit right on a flatbed truck. They're 52 foot long. I think flatbed handle's 53 foot. So.
Okay.
Yep.
So are they designed to go into like a container as well, a shipping container, or?
No.
No. Okay.
They're an outside use. I think they're outside use, but our paint is really just a primer that we put on them, so we're not too sure what their end result is for these. So this is the structural department. Over here is more support for structural, and then we'll go in the back where we have our CNC laser, which you can see we make a lot of unique things on that. Some parts for Disneyland in Florida. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, great. How long has your family been at this site in this business?
So let's go around here. Yeah. I bought the business off my dad in '06, and you know, he still works here, but just comes in later now.
Okay.
He's retired. We use him on specialty consulting projects, and he comes and uses the shop from time to time whenever.
Okay.
Justin, thank you, nice you are. Is that you recording? All right, back with you here. This is a, they call them eye catchers, but these go down. This is obviously Mickey Mouse, and this is just a decorative cross, but we make these for Disney in Florida, and they sell them at their boutiques, gift stores down there. But we make these by the thousands. But so if you take the inside here and you just flex the fingers out, that's how these things get swiveled up, and then the wind takes them, and then you can kind of see how they look nice in the sun. We make a bunch of these, and that's on this machine back here. So it's a CNC laser machine. It cuts flat sheet metal.
Okay. So you're using trademark designs from your customers,
Yep.
as well as are you developing templates yourself if they don't have one?
We do, yeah. Our specific customers sometimes will just give us an idea of a cross, and then the guys in the office that do the CAD work will come up with the cross on the inside. We've also developed this scallop pattern on the outside too.
Oh, beautiful.
Very unique
nice.
for our little town.
Yeah, very nice.
A sanding machine, so we'll put the flat parts on the backside. They go through a series of brushes, and we'll take off the laser cross, and it makes the parts on the other side come out really nice and shiny. This is a sun featured part, so, and then there's no sharp edges or anything on this, so this is direct, ready to ship to a customer. This particular project went to a company down mid-state Pennsylvania again, construction company called Light Plumbing Supply, and these bases are specifically to jack up a temporary railroad bridge. We obviously had a lot of rain this year, we got flooded out, so their construction project was pushed back. We had the order, and then we're just storing them, waiting on good weather for them to put this stuff in. So, big, heavy bases.
So we are in the former building, which was a long time ago, the Edgecombe Mill, many years ago, before Gehman's bought it.
Correct. Yeah.
So, Josh, how long has your family had this property?
We've had it since, man, good question. That goes back, because we originally started over there and then got these two warehouses, I would say, mid-80s probably, mid-80s anyways, so.
All right.
We're going in here, this is my office. This was a converted call center. My brother Jason had a call center in here, and we're just putting back, it's still renovating from the flood, but
Okay.
that's my office. We have a conference room over in here where we have some meetings with some of our customers, and every Friday I get together with my management team, and we have just kind of like a war room for things going on.
Okay.
We don't have a ton of benefits in Knoxville here for our employees, so I created in this space, which was the old call center building, weight room. So.
Oh, okay. So membership.
No, this is only right now. It's only for my
Just
employees.
for your employees. Okay.
Yeah.
So membership is employment.
Employment. Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are the peak hours for this room?
I mean, they use it before or after.
After? Okay.
Work,
Okay. Very
Yeah.
nice. And how long has this space, is it like a year or two that this has been in here?
Yeah, we no sooner got it done than it got flooded and we had to redo it all over again, so.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So there was water in here this past August as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, not as much as we're a little bit higher here, so it's not quite as much. But
Okay.
It was enough for us to rip out all the floor, and, well, you can see 12 inches up on the drywall all the way around the perimeter, so.
That
Well-
has been something I've heard everybody say,
Yeah.
almost everyone here in town, some kind of experience with the floods. So.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, moving on over here. These guys are making dryer vent tubes for Metamora. It's a loud process, but we make and have probably 85% of the market share in the U.S. on these dryer vent tubes that just connect the flexible line that goes from your dryer out to the louvered portion at the siding of your house. So it's an aluminum tube. I'll show you. That's what they look like. The plastic snaps on the end here, and it has the louvers that control the air. This goes to the flexible line back to your dryer.
Okay.
If every house has one of these, we ship sometimes upwards of 20,000 a week.
So if I see them going on pallets down Route 49, are they going from here to Metamora?
Yes.
On the pallet truck?
No, they go inside an enclosed. It used to be on a outside truck and trailer, but we did away with that because we're loading and unloading in winter.
Okay.
So we have an enclosed truck now that carries the tubes down.
Okay, but they're going daily to Metamora.
Daily, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay.
This is the packaging area, kind of staging prior to us shipping parts to Disney. These are finished goods. Some are colored. You know, this is I think this particular one's called the Heart Rose. So we powder coat that here. That's finished and ready to go out the door. Some of these we also do in a three-step process. This is a three-step process, believe it or not, because it gets a clear coat and then it gets a two-color. So we have the ability to put 3 different colors on one piece. It adds really a unique finish.
That's beautiful. Yeah, it is. So those are retailed. Are these all retailed at Disney, or these are retailed various places?
They're various places, yeah. They have an online presence, plus they're in other stores as well.
Okay. So this is not a product that you sell retail.
Right.
You're fabricating it for other places.
Correct.
Gift shops and things. Okay.
Yeah. Once parts get laser cut, they get cleaned off, but they're not prepped and ready for coating yet. They have to go through a series of cleaning processes. One of them is acetone, and that not only cleans the oils off, fingerprints, it also etches the material so that we can put the powder coating on it then as well.
So this looks like a larger Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, a large one. Florida and Disney closed down, obviously, but we still had a lot of raw material, so we had to keep on cutting, and we could just cut and build inventory. A lot of that is what you see here in these 2 shelves is still cut inventory from when Disney was closed and now picking back up again. So we have a lot we can still send. It's just all sitting right here. Simba Lion or Lion King, pretty neat one.
Wow, that's big. That is very big. Or the old meets old. So this is like an old wall of the historic building.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
no.
these are powder coated parts that are hanging, particularly for a tractor. So we do get into anything and everything. You know, Disney parts, military parts, tractor parts for the community. Still doing a lot up and down the valley.
Okay.
But this area back in here is where the guys do the powder coating. That's a big oven. You can't really tell, but it's behind that rack is a 8x8 by 16-foot oven, and that is what the powder coated parts go into. Get heated up to 400 degrees for 20 minutes, and then the powder adheres to the metal. So, yeah. Sandblasting cabinet. So we have anywhere from a car frame to small parts that need etched and ready for powder coating. We can pull this whole door right up. We have a safety drawbar that goes and holds the door in place. And then we can actually pull parts in with a forklift and take them back out if they're large. They can't pass through a man door. So that whole thing is a sandblast booth. And we can get large parts in there. It used to be, back when the pallet factory was here, they used to heat treat pallets in there. But we needed a way to sandblast, so we just converted it. Small maintenance area over here. We do have machines break from time to time, believe it or not. So we have a guy that maintains this area. He's part of our staff, but also keeps things running, hydraulics, pneumatics, any kind of miscellaneous troubleshooting with machinery. Over here, we're starting the process of our CNC equipment. So we have 2 vertical milling centers and 1 CNC lathe down there. And this building, we really wanted to have as a machining department. We can machine parts, we can also support fab if we need to. But it's also staging for another operation that we do for the HVAC industry, which is around this corner.
Okay. How long have these machines been here? How
I
long?
would say maybe a year. This is fairly new, yeah.
Okay.
This one we just brought over last week. We haven't even took it off the machine skates yet.
So this is the lathe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. These are flooded plates that we're still cleaning up. We've cleaned up several pallets of these, but we ship these pallets are ready product that gets shipped to customers all over the U.S. We deal with Amazon, we deal with supplyhouse.com, pexuniverse.com, pexsuperstore.com, and it's for these particular products. I don't want to show you those because they're flooded, but some over here, if we can find a good one. Tom's probably got them all boxed up already. I can show you this one. So that's a heat transfer plate, and what it does is it distributes heat. Once PEX tube comes in here and hot water goes in the PEX tube, it distributes the heat over the fin space. And so you'll put this up underneath your subfloor in your house, and then you'll run the PEX tubing in here, and you pump hot water through it, and then that's real nice radiant heat. It's for the radiant heat flooring industry.
Yes. Very toasty toes. Once you have it, you can't go back,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
exactly.
Okay. And
It's nice heat.
yeah. I see quite a bit of cardboard. Does that come to you from Tioga?
Yeah,
as well?
we get boxes from Tioga Container.
Okay.
Quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
This I don't know if this particular one is, but all of these are. All that inventory there it is.
Okay.
Yeah, we worked hand in hand with them on developing specialty boxes for our products, and they've been super good to us. So.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
a very interesting example of businesses coordinating their products through the
Yeah.
valley.
Yep.
Even though there isn't a lot of industry here, that's kind of neat to see that
Yeah.
the two of you are working as partners.
Let's see. If you can get a picture of this map right here, this we wipe clean every year, but our guy that operates the heat transfer plates likes to put a pin in most locations that we ship to, and we've shipped quite a ways all over the U.S. A lot in the Northeast, but we do have some weird ones like Germany, France, another Germany. These ones that go out of the U.S., he does put the dates on. So there's a New Zealand, there's another France, Romania, South Australia. So we've sent stuff all over the U.S. and the world from Knoxville.
Okay, that is pretty neat.
Yeah.
I didn't get any of that yet, as far as so this is the raw material that's coming into your factory.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
We get it in coil form. This is a 5-inch coil. We do have a 9-inch for running the tubes. that
Okay.
shipped down to Metamora. But this is all for the radiant heat flooring. We take it from there, put it on our decoilers, roll the valley into it, and stamp them off into 2 and 4 foot sections.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very nice. So that's an example of it going to the home building industry or construction.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're here in the kitchen of the former Gertrude Case Elementary School with one of the spearheading members of the Knoxville Northern Tier Recreational Authority. And she's going to tell us a little bit about what they've done and what they do now and what they hope to do in the future. So if you don't mind going ahead, you're up.
Well, we took over the school in 1995 with the intentions of putting in a swimming pool. But we have found that there was too much involved in a swimming pool, so those plans were all dropped. And we just went ahead with renting rooms and having dinners and all that, and keeping the building going, keeping it from having all the windows and stuff broke out of it and stuff, and we have just kept going.
Okay, so at various times you've had tenants like the Dominion Gas office for a while, the borough office. Can you tell us about some of the other offices that have been in here or are now?
The borough office is still here, and we have Middlebury Co-op, we have UPMC Fitness and Physical Therapy, we have Amy Doretta's Beauty Shop, Area Agency on Aging is coming in, their rooms are being remodeled now, and Deerfield Township has their office here.
Okay, and does the Yoke Church also have
The Yoke Church
the
has
secretary?
an office here, yes.
Okay, and then you have a large conference room that's available for renting for
Right,
meetings?
For meetings, or we have a lot of baby showers, birthday parties,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Okay, and so that is called the Glover Room, is that correct? The Glover Room?
Right.
And that is probably what some of us might recall as maybe Eloise Keltz's fourth grade classroom that opens to the back side of the building.
Yep.
Do you maintain the playground out back as well?
Yes, we do.
Okay, and the larger room behind us is the
Gymnasium.
The gymnasium.
Community room.
Okay.
And we are in the works, and we're gonna have this repainted, the gym repainted, and we're going to put down a new floor.
Okay.
That's our upcoming projects.
Okay. And you've weathered a few storms. Can you tell us a little bit about the tornado that happened like about 10 years ago? What happened?
That took our roof off of the gymnasium. We had to have that all replaced and get it back in shape. Yeah.
So were you closed a number of weeks or months for that to happen?
The building itself, I don't think it was closed. Just the gymnasium, I believe, if I can remember right.
Okay. And you are Sharon Cunningham. Yes. And you have a meal starting in progress even today. This is November the 12th.
Right.
And you have some things in the oven even now, you said. So can you tell us about what's happening here on Sunday?
We're having our harvest dinner on Sunday, which we've had for several years. Last year we had a drive-by, but this year we're back into dine-in. And
Okay.
we have the traditional Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay. So do you have some turkeys already in the oven?
I've got turkeys in the oven and some done.
Okay, all right. So it's Friday morning, and you've already started with the turkeys in the oven, and someone else going to come and slice those
Yep.
later,
Yep.
and all the fixings on Sunday. And that's one of the ways that that the committee supports the community center, right? Is
that's,
through.
We don't have as many meals as we used to. The community association used to be a part of it, and we've lost all of those members. So it's just down to the Northern Tier Recreation Authority. So we don't do as much as we used to. Rental of the room is our biggest money maker. That and the grants. If we get
Okay.
the one for the grants, we wouldn't be able to keep going.
Okay. And what municipalities vote here twice a year?
Knoxville Borough and Deerfield Township.
Okay, so where do the Knoxville people vote?
Right here in the gymnasium.
Okay,
And Deerfield is down in the Glover Room.
okay, all right. And so, is there anything else that you would like to tell us about what's happening next, or you just want to get through Sunday, right?
Yeah, we get through Sunday.
Okay.
We'll probably be done for the winter. I
Okay,
mean, we have our meetings every other month during the year, and
okay.
that's about it.
Okay, so that speaks for a really large part of the community service, keeping the core of some activities and a venue for people to still have things here and keep the nice building after that Gertrude Case School was merged and the children went to Westfield.
Right.
So I think there maybe was a daycare in here also for a period of times, and
Actually,
she's not.
There's
a couple different ones.
Head Start was in here for a while,
Right.
and a private daycare. Mhm.
Right. So there's really been a variety of
Oh, yeah.
things that have
Yep.
been happening in here during the interim. So that really was, so if that was in 95, that was well after 91 when the previous walk-around video was made. So, okay, well, thank you, Sharon.
You're welcome.
I hope you have a great day and have lots of business for Sunday.
All right.
Thanks. Okay, so today we have Bob and Linda Cunningham here at the back of the community center, and they have just a few comments about their memories and recollection of how things look out the back view here. And we'll start over here at the playground equipment behind the community center, and then we'll pan over the North Hill.
And the playground is where the original playground was when this building was built. I was on the NTRA board when we got a grant to replace everything, and I worked with a youth group to install that. And I don't remember when, 20 years ago. And it's a larger playground than originally was there. And then you see a backstop, and that was never there until 20 years ago. Originally, the baseball field that you now see further back in the 70s. That was the senior league field, and it used to set 20 or 30 feet further back toward the railroad tracks, but we rebuilt it and moved it forward because we found instead of first to third base being 90 degrees, it was more like 80 degrees. So we had to pull it forward to widen the field out.
Okay, or their games wouldn't count in a tournament, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
I
they're,
was
yeah.
wondering why so many of my pop flies got caught as a child. The field was small.
Okay.
And then as you sweep to the left, you see the Valley View Trailer Park. Linda and I and my sister Wendy and Ivan Swartz bought that property from Billy Schoonover in the 90s. Knoxville put in public sewer, and my memory is that when they signed the deal for that sewer, we made a purchase offer to Billy, and we bought that land and developed the trailer park that you see. We've recently, 2 years ago, I believe, we sold that trailer park off. But the 3 houses that were up on top were part of that property, and we conveyed those 3 properties off after we bought it. Wag Street, that is in the front of the trailers, that was where the Wag Railroad was. And the borough purchased part of that property, and we did some land swapping and created the street. I did behoove on the borough the ability to name that street, and suggested many names they could call it, and I left it up to them. And when I went away from the meeting, I found out they called it Wag, and I was not real tickled because a few other towns have the name Wag, but when I questioned why, they felt the sign would be really cheap with only 3 letters. So
Always economical minded, yes.
I guess so. Oh well. But anyway, that is looking up the North Hill and back over across an older part of Knoxville in the background.
Can you tell us a little bit about what's happening today?
We are having our annual harvest dinner benefiting the Northern Tier Recreation Authority.
And how many times? Is it once a year or?
That's why it's our annual harvest dinner.
Okay.
Once a year. We do other dinners at times during the year, depending on the pandemic and other unforeseen circumstances. We have a very good turnout today, too.
Yes, we do. What kind of food do we have here today?
We have turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes and gravy, scallop, corn, squash, coleslaw, roll and butter, and apple or pumpkin pie.
Wonderful. Have you tried anything yourself? Do you recommend anything?
Everything. I've tried most everything. I haven't tried much today except for leftover crumbs of apple pie, and they were good.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
What delicious food.
need a stop?
Take him the money. I've already signed them, yeah.
Okay, hello, this is the fitness center in Knoxville. We have been here for approximately 25 years, and the business has grown in the community over those last 25 years. We're in a different room than we were in originally, and we have a variety of equipment, but also not just exercise, but this room is also a source of community and fellowship. A lot of people come in here to talk, and there's just a lot of conversation that goes on in here. And believe it or not, one of the big sources of conversation is food. We talk about food a lot, so I consider that job security. But Knoxville is a good little town. It's a great town. I love working here. I live outside of town, and it's just always a joy to come here. And also, in addition to the fitness center, across the hall we have a physical therapy department, and that is an asset to the community. We have people that have said many, many times how nice it is to have something close by so they don't have to travel so far. And the therapists are really good with the clientele, and we're just really glad to be here. And you know, yay Knoxville.
So this morning we're here in the Knoxville Borough offices, and they have an office here in the community center building. And we have a couple people here just to tell us who they are and what they do here in and out of the borough office. So
Hi,
we
my
have.
name's J.D. Koa. I'm the borough supervisor and the water operator for the Knoxville Borough. Pretty much anything that needs to be done throughout the borough, they contact the office, and Lissa contacts me, and we take care of it.
Okay, so things like if we see you out on your four-wheeler, you might be flushing hydrants or in the bucket loader taking down Christmas decorations or putting them up.
Snow removal.
Yeah.
All the lawn care in town, in the library.
Okay.
Any diversion ditch that gets plugged, as I can see, I just got wet this morning.
Okay,
So
all right,
just
so.
working doing that.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything that comes up in the borough that needs attention.
Okay.
This is the crew that takes care of it.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you. And you've been with the borough how many years
I'm
now?
going into my 8th year.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And moving along, we have Tom Baker on hand this morning, and I think he's a frequent person in and out of this office. Do you have some regular duties here, Mr. Baker?
I'm the president of the Borough Council.
Okay.
And, I just watch these guys work.
Okay, all right. So, do you come in on an on-call basis, or are you pretty much?
I come in anytime I'm in town.
Okay.
Usually I'm around here, so.
All right. And go ahead. How many years have you lived in Knoxville?
I've lived in Knoxville since 2004.
Okay.
And my wife's lived here since 1999,
Okay.
so,
Okay.
and we love Knoxville. It's great.
Okay. So you're doing your part to help keep the community rolling along here.
Right, I've been on the Borough Council since 2005,
Okay. All right.
so.
Well, it's a nice sunny day. What's on tap for what's happening in the borough today? Anything special going on outside or in?
Nothing
Okay.
unusual.
Okay. Well, that's good. Sometimes unusual is just fine. Okay.
Right.
Thanks a bunch.
All right.
Hi, I'm Lisa Smith, and I'm the Secretary Treasurer for Knoxville Borough. I've been here for 22 years full-time. I worked a few years prior to that part-time, but 22 years full-time.
Okay. And so you're the go-to person if anybody has a question or something's going on in town that the Borough Council needs to be aware of. Are you like the first person that they might call here?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then you relay messages on to
To the property.
To the council,
Yeah.
okay. Do you go to the council meetings?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and council meets when?
The third Monday at 7:30 p.m. in the conference room.
Okay. So Lissa, when someone comes, they can pay their water bills here?
Yes, they can. We
Okay.
accept cash, check. We also do credit cards. There is a $3.25 charge to pay by credit card. We also have a link on our Facebook page that they can go on there and pay by credit card, or they can just call the office and we
Okay.
can take the payment out over the phone.
Okay. Are there any other types of utility bills or public service things that you handle for individual residents?
No,
that
we
you?
just do water and sewer.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Leslie. I work at Middlebury Cooperative in the Knoxville Community Center. We market milk for dairy farmers to the milk processing plants throughout New York and Pennsylvania.
Great. And do you have anything interesting that you've observed about Knoxville, or any stories to tell, or?
It's a great little community. People are always interested in what we do and supporting us. We do sell butter and milk from our from here in the office, and people are always interested in supporting the farmers in that way.
Yeah, so that when they need milk, you're very, very important then, aren't you?
Yeah.
This is Billings Park in 2021, and it's been decorated by the town committee for an event for the children, which was last week for Halloween. And there's a committee that works really hard to keep it clean and nice. During the warm weather, the fountain has been revived. I think that's been turned off already. And so here is a fun selfie spot for children. And they had a Halloween event. And over here on the hillside we can see more of the WAG development up on the hill. And this is the Billings Park Pavilion, which has been recently done some maintenance and painting to renovate that, to make it nice for birthday parties and events, outdoor church services and the like. This is Billings Park continued, and we can see that there's been a really nice addition of a disability ramp for wheelchairs to get up into the middle of the gazebo. And here's some more pictures from the pavilion, which is available for picnics and things like that. Nothing happening here today except some lawn being mowed. Good morning. We have Tom Depp here today. And Tom, can you tell us here at Billings Park what all you're involved with the park maintenance committee and also the flood relief projects after the flood hit in August?
Okay, the Billings Park committee is all people that help for nothing. There's no pay.
Okay.
What we do is take care of the park, and we're having the festivities. We had the Halloween thing. We'll have a big Christmas thing.
Mm-hmm.
On the flood relief, the motorcycle organization raised money through help from people who donated, and we have replaced, we cleaned out cellars, we brought the Amish in to help us.
Mm-hmm.
We've put heaters in people's houses that are waiting for parts for their furnaces. We have replaced some furnaces. We have cleaned some furnaces with the help of can't remember his name. Well, whatever.
The electrician heat man.
Yeah, with the electrician
mm-hmm.
heat man. Anyway, and he's give us a good price, and he's doing a lot of this just on his own.
Okay. Okay.
We still have more to go, but people, we don't hear much from people anymore until you see them on site, but they know they can call Cliff Sturmer and we'll get somebody on there to help them the best we can.
Okay. So with regard to the Amish came and cleaned cellars for people after August flood?
We got 10 Amishmen that come. They wouldn't take any money. They took food and that, and we cleaned out like 5 or 6 cellars completely. And they did a lot of work, and they're workers, I'll tell you. And we needed that many because a lot of people had furnaces and stuff in their cellars. They couldn't get them out. There's still a lot of cellars that have mud in it, but that mud, just till it dries, you can't get in there and get it out. It's just tough, especially if they don't have any windows to throw it out of. You have to carry it out through their house. But things are coming together, and we'll be back on our feet. We're doing good. We've got a lot of good people in this town, and a lot of us have helped, and there's still, we've had more help this year for the Halloween thing and the Christmas thing than we ever had. Of course, last year was the first year, and there was COVID, so, you know.
Right.
We thank everybody, and as I say, if anybody needs something that we can help you with, you can call Chris Sturmer, and we'll get a hold of the people that do the work, and we'll see if we can help you.
Okay, well, thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So we really appreciate, I'm sure all the townspeople appreciate the work and the cellar clean out and furnace help that they've gotten. This is now November the 5th, and August 18th, 19th was our flood, and it's going to be a while before we get all finished with that.
Also, Mr. Sturmer cleaned and fixed anybody that had a lawnmower or something without any charge. People that went through the floods, he cleaned them out and got them running, and he didn't charge anybody anything, even if he had to put parts in them. So,
okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
I'd like to volunteer and get people out, do stuff in the community. I guess that's about all I can say.
Yeah, and you've actually done a lot. You've done Christmas, you've done all types of holidays. Yeah. Is there anything that's your favorite?
Christmas, I guess.
Definitely, definitely. And I think Santa will definitely be visiting you again.
Oh yeah, he's already all set up. He'll be out there, what, 17th.
All right, sounds great.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, you guys ready?
Something green.
Excuse me?
Would you like to play some tiki talk? I want.
No, thank you.
Apple cider vinegar.
Do you want to try?
No.
Thank you anyway.
Every time.
We have 2 more to go. And the rest is your sisters.
You gonna play some tiki talk?
In case you're wondering, these are my notes.
I'm blow all over.
He handed these to me and said, "Here, say this." I said, "There's nothing on them." He said, "Well, you're on your own then." I'm Brian Edgecombe, in case you don't know who I am. We're here to dedicate the Bud Fitzwater Memorial Grove and to mention a number of people that were instrumental in getting the tennis courts, the basketball courts, the whole Northern Tier Recreation Authority. And that was done by the Knoxville Community Association. The Knoxville Community Association. And the ringleader of that group is the only one that's still with us. And that's Sharon Cunningham. I'd like Sharon to come up here and just stand with me for a minute. She's not going to say a word. Active role in accomplishing all these things. A lot of towns and everything wish they had somebody to spearhead something of this nature. And so it's I take pride in being able to announce that this is officially the Bud Fitzwater Memorial Grove. We're going to get some more trees next year, and we hope to grow even bigger. I'd like to talk to you, if I may, about the names of the Community Association members. Are no longer with us physically, but here in spirit, and we know it to be true. One of the names on there is Lois McLaren. Lois, I'll tell you what, if you knew her, you're going to start laughing because she's going to tell you something funny. And if she didn't tell you something funny, just a look on her face. Just a look on her face would get you smiling. Lovely lady. She kept the kitchen crew moving right along, but she had them doing it in a very positive manner, keeping everybody kind of laughing. Is there anybody here from Lois's family? Oh, okay. Any of you want to come up here and stand for picture time? Come on up. Is that the Cincinnati kid back there? Over here and stand next to Ma Cunningham.
I'll hold you up.
Another name on the plaque, Marion Empson. Marion made, without question, the most delicious peanut butter pie on the planet. On the planet. I'm not kidding you. Just a marvelous lady. I miss seeing her so much. She worked at every fish fry and every fundraiser, and always brought those pies. So if anybody from Marion's family is here and would like to come up and stand with us, it's a photo op, Mark. You don't. Another name on the list was Colleen Paragraph. Colleen not only served with the Community Association and the NTRA. He's also on Borough Council for a number of years. Very dedicated to getting things done. Very dedicated. And she's here with us in spirit. If there's anyone from Colleen's family here, glad to have you come up. The next one of my favorite people, because she never said too much of anything. She was sharp. She knew what was going on. And when she had something to say, she would say it. I'm talking about Naoma Jordan. She was another one of the clerks from Lugs that looked after all the kids in town. She knew what was going on. So we miss Naoma. She was a Tuttle, so you know that she knew what was going on. Yeah. Anybody from Naoma's family here? Okay. The next one I'd like to talk about is Bud Foster. And if you don't know, his real name was Howard. Nobody ever called him Howard, unless they were mad at him. Bud Foster was very, Mr. Fix-It too. He could fix anything. Hey Bud, this is broken. Okay, I'll fix it. He did. Always ready to jump in and clean up tables, wash dishes, whatever was necessary at the fundraiser. Miss him a lot. And I know we've got some of the Fosters here, so come on up and stand with us if you would. Can you see these guys? Another one that was always so familiar at every fundraiser where money was being collected, and that was our banker, Jack Murdoch. Jack was always willing to jump in, roll up his sleeves, take your money first, but well, he was our banker. Yeah, he did just an outstanding job all the time, and he was always had such a dry sense of humor. You could get him going, then he'd have you in stitches and then sit there and watch you laugh, and he wouldn't even grin. Just look at you like you had lobsters coming out your ears or something. And we have some representatives of the Murdoch family we'd like to invite up. All right. The last name on there is my mother, Hazel Edgecombe. Now, if you knew my mother, let's say sometimes she could be very difficult. That's about the kindest way I can put it. However, this lady right here, Sharon, never had any problems with my mother, because when my mother would get difficult, Sharon would adjust her attitude. And it worked all the time. I got to tell you another story. My mother would never make a steak the way I wanted it cooked. I like my steaks medium rare. My mother turned them into shoe leather. So, whenever I got a chance, I'd go to a restaurant, I would order a steak. Well, back when Frankie Hutchison still had the restaurant uptown, where the North Bend tax office is, I went in there one evening, and Delmonico steak was a special. Well, I ordered it, and they said, well, how would you like it done? I said, medium rare. out to the kitchen she goes, brings me back my salad and all the other stuff. She brought the steak out, and it was just like I was home, shoe leather, cooked right to death. And the waitress, I can't remember who that was, she says, I'm going to go get the cook. Well, the cook was my birthday partner, Janet Carr, Sharon's mother. Now listen, she came out, what's the matter with that steak, Brian? I said, it's well done. Naturally it's well done. You're not eating no raw meat that I'm gonna cook. And she put her hands on her hips like Superman. She says, now you pay attention to me. Don't you be eating any of that raw meat. You know, okay. But I'm kind of disgusted, Janet, so I'm not taking you dancing on our birthday next year. She just laughed and howled and stuff like that. So Janet took care of me, and Ma took care of my mother. So my mother's name is on there. If I could for a moment, I want to go back to Bud Fitzwater, of course, invite any of his family members that wish to come up and stand with us for the pictures. Bud would work every fundraiser that we had. He was instrumental in all the fish fries. You know, and the fish fries, they were fantastic. But we had such small little things to cook them in that Bud came up with the idea of getting more of those. So we would have a team of cookers out there. It was really great. And when we had a dedication of this park a number of years ago, Bud was instrumental in getting the original trees planted here. Knoxville's been very fortunate with their volunteers. And I'm certainly hope that we haven't forgotten anyone, but if we did, you know that they were appreciated, and it's my honor and privilege to make this the formal dedication of the Bud Fitzwater Grove. Thank you.
Yay!
You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
Ryan, not social distancing. Yes, I gotta go get. And then, did you know that Santa Claus is gonna visit here? And he's gonna give out stockings.
Hey, Ricky, what'd you get for Christmas? What?
How about that?
you do on parades? Haven't you watched a parade before?
Like twice, maybe.
Yes, you wave and look like you're having the best time of your life. Especially because you're on the library float.